Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Amanda and we are here with another studio vlog. This time I think we're going to be talking about diamond painting because I got sent a couple of diamond paintings from a company called FGNORMAL, and I'll leave all their links in the description below. But I really wanted to try out diamond painting because it has been really popular amongst crafters and artists, and I wanted to try it out for myself. So let's get into the video, shall we? Hi, I'm Amanda, and here at ALLJArt we make mistakes, learn from them, encourage each other and grow together. So if you would like to come on the journey of becoming the artist that you want to be, then hit subscribe and the bell and come along for the ride. Now, I got a little bit excited, and since Caden and Matt were on holiday last week and this came on Monday, I decided to start it, and I thought that I was going to just, do a little bit and then start recording, but I ended up finishing the full thing. So this is the diamond painting that I worked on at the weekend, well, long weekend, and I thought that these were going to be really tacky and I was going to hate them, but I actually love them. I have two more diamond paintings that I could work on. It came in like a package, like this, but since I had three of them, three of these came in a bigger bag, and then it had this package on it, and then once you open the package you can unroll the diamond painting, and obviously it's very like this. What I did was I rolled it the other way and then put it down, and I just started working on it, and as you work on it it seems to kind of flatten out, so that's good. And then it comes with this little package of one of these little tools where you pick up the little drill bits and you stick it in this thing, and then you put all the little beads in here and poke it on and place it on to this, which is cool. So I'll show you a little bit of that in this video, but I want to start another one now. The thing that I will say about this though is that you get a little chart on the side and they have numbers on the packages, and you have to look for the number on the package and then you have to match it to the letter or the symbol for the colour. I thought that was a bit weird because it's like, why don't just put the number there, so then it's diamond painting by numbers or whatever. But it doesn't really cause that much of an issue. One thing I will say, although I'm saying a lot of one things, aren't I? Whatever. I will say that I am going to be finding these little diamond bits everywhere. They are absolutely tiny, so if you drop one then it's gone until you are cleaning up after Christmas and you get tinsel, and then you also get a drill bit for diamonds. They're made of plastic, and another thing about this packet that I will say is that there are a lot of wasted packages and wasted plastic. So if you are really environmental conscious, which I am as well, I like to look after the environment, don't do it as much as I should, but if you are really conscious of it, then you probably won't like this, because after doing my first diamond painting I had a lot of these little bits, these little drill bits left, and obviously if you finish the painting and you hang it up, then there is a possibility of the diamond drill bits falling off of the painting, so it's good to have spares just in case that happens, or if one is a little bit defective like what I had. But some of them came with 4 or 5 spares, which was a bit scary, and others came with hundreds of spares. So there is a lot of waste in these packages, but they are so fun and they are so addictive. I could not stop. It took me 2 days to do that one, and they are 30 by 40 inches. which I think is good going for a diamond painting. If you're doing this at night time and you have kids around, I would probably close the door or try and be a little bit quieter, because the package, there is a little cellophane thing covering on the front so that it protects the adhesive. But if you have that folded over and you're leaning on it and moving your hand about, it does crinkle a lot, and my son did tell me to be quiet at some point during the night when I was working on this, so that's something to be aware of. Another thing I will say about these packages in particular is that they are very cheap, I think, compared to a lot of diamond painting kits on the market, which is really good, but you don't get one of those long tools, you know, the tools where it can pick up multiple diamonds at once. You only get the one with one tool, and that kind of concerned me a bit, especially because in most of these there are quite a lot of rows of the same colour, so that would have been handy to have. It's just one of those extra tools to use just in case you did not want to do it individually, because it does take longer. But honestly, I was quite happy just plodding away, just picking up a diamond and putting it on the sheet, and I actually had Caden have a shot of it as well, and he really enjoyed it too. He's 7 and he was having a lot of fun putting the little diamonds on, and I think that it's a good thing to help with motor skills, hand-eye coordination, and patience. Another thing that I want to say about these kits is that I was in pain a lot while I was doing this. The most sensible thing to do is probably get an easel that's sturdy and prop it up, but since my easel on my table slides, I didn't want to do that. Plus I like to have the little tray where I keep the diamonds quite close to the area that I'm working on, and I didn't want to hold it, so I just had it on the desk underneath the area that I was working on, and you can't do that when it's on a slant. So that's one thing to be aware of. My neck and my back were really hurting more than what happens when I do painting by numbers, which is really annoying, but yeah, it's fun and it's exciting to do it as well. I will say another thing that I want to mention is that the picture itself doesn't look too great. I don't know if it's because of the fact that these are cheaper pictures or that that's just the nature of diamond painting, but it doesn't look very clear, and I feel like if the picture was a little bit bigger and the diamonds were the same size, then it would look cooler, or if the diamonds were smaller, but I know that they're fiddly enough as it is, so I don't know how to combat that. But I do think that it's nice and it's cool and it's relaxing and I like to do it, but I feel like the pictures are a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, fuzzy, childish looking. It just doesn't, I mean, when you look at the one that I did before, you can tell that it's a house and a lighthouse on some rocks in water with a sunset or a sunrise, whatever. But looking at it close up, it does look a little bit childish, I think. Just my honest opinions. I think that the process in itself is more valuable than the finished product. These would be a cool thing to give to your friends, maybe in a frame for their house or for like their children's rooms or something. I keep getting little bits falling off because I keep touching it. That's another thing as well. It feels really cool when you touch it. I'm not even going to be able to stick that back on because I don't have one of my things with me. But yeah, I'm going to be working on this pretty much all week. I don't know what one to start. I have a sailboat and I have a sort of wood scene with water in it. I think that one will be really pretty. They're all the same size, so yeah, I don't know what one to start. I think that the water one is going to be the better one. So I'm going to do the water one. Well, they're both water. One's a sailboat, obviously it's got water in it. But I'm going to do the one that has the wooded area around about it first, and that'll be fun, and I'll try and show you the process and show you the finished results. This process does take a while though, and I don't really want to have you staring at something for ages while I'm not talking or anything like that. So I'll try my best to get some cool shots of it. You're probably seeing it now because I don't want this video to go on forever, since I am just doing a sort of quick video because I haven't been doing anything else. I do want to show you before we get into the diamond paintings though, and I know that a lot of people that have searched for this video, if they found it, will have been wanting to just see diamond things, but this is a studio vlog, so I want to show you my package that arrived. I got some watercolour paper. This is Daler Rooney hot press, and I am aware that not everybody likes hot press, so I've decided to do a couple of hot press ones. We're talking about sketchbooks, by the way. I'm going to be making sketchbooks from my shop, and I'm getting all the supplies in now so that I can do it next week, because I want to release them on apparently December the 1st. No, I definitely want it to be, I'm gonna go for November the 14th is when these will be getting released. Sorry for the lighting, by the way. My window is like here, and then there's like my monitor's blocking it. Anyway, yeah, so this paper is apparently a new design, and it is a little bit textured, honestly. So it's not completely smooth. It is on one side completely smooth, but on the other side it is a little bit textured, so I think that people will enjoy this paper. I enjoyed it. It's not too hot pressed, but it's really good for ink and pen, and it's also good for watercolour as well. It is watercolour paper after all, but I think that this is more of a mixed media sort of paper, whereas the cold press is usually going to be used for things that are good with rough paper, such as watercolour and paint, maybe even coloured pencils, but coloured pencils is good on smooth, or it just depends what you like really. So I'm going to try and make a couple of the rough ones and a couple of the smooth ones. I have 4 pads here, and each pad has 12 sheets, so I think I'm going to make 4. How much is that? I don't know, it depends how thick it's going to be, because that's going to be quite a thick book actually. I think I'm going to do 6 sheets each book, maybe. I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. That would be 2 signatures, so, and I wanted to do 3. I don't know, we'll figure it out, but I'm really excited for that. I'm going to be doing that next week, so keep your eyes peeled. I'll probably make a dedicated video for that. What else has been going on while I can talk to you? I just started a little bit later today because I've been waiting on a phone call from the doctor about Caden's legs. He has been having bad trouble with his legs recently, and he's been having trouble playing football, so I've been trying to get a hold of the doctor, and finally she called. He's going to go on medicine for 2 weeks, and if that does not work, then, well, she's going to send him to the physiotherapist as well to see if we can figure out what's wrong with his legs. So that's been going on, and since that was going on, I just decided to tidy up the house and stuff while I was waiting instead of doing any work. But I'm excited to get back into work. It's been a while. I've literally just been doing things that I can do off camera. I've been doing my painting by numbers that you can see in the background, or that you could see in the background when I showed you the clips, but that's not going to be coming out until the 27th, I think, because that's after they have launched their website, Opalberry, who are launching. Yeah, it's going to come out on Tuesday 27th, so I have 2 more videos until then. But yeah, I am excited about that. I think I'm like ahead on videos or something. Oh no, I missed one out, that's why. I was going to post my cricket video, but I haven't actually done that yet, so I need to do that. There's a lot of things that I need to catch up on and do, but it is 1:15 right now and I'm quite hungry, so I'm thinking I'm gonna get lunch and then I'm probably gonna do some more desk work and get started on this painting by numbers, nope, diamond painting. Matt actually walked past when I was doing it and he said it looked crazy. And I asked him if he wanted a shot, but he said no, so he didn't try it, but I think he would have enjoyed it. He said it's not for him. Another thing that I've been doing is drawing on my sketchbook and on Procreate a lot. The Adventures of Salad and Maple have been put on hold for a little bit just because I want to get all these videos sorted and done. So I haven't done much of that, but I will eventually get around to that stuff too. Oh yes, I have 2 packages to send actually, which I'll have to do at some point. I've got one to send to Teal and one to send to Katie. Talking about packages, I'm gonna make little stickers and I'll show you the stickers when I get around to it, but I am going to make little stickers to send to Katie because Katie really likes salad. Not sure if she likes maple as much, but she really likes salad, so I'm going to send her some salad and maple merch and I'll show you the salad and maple merch, and if you think that it should go on my shop then please tell me and I'll put that on my shop for you, no problem. But I'm not sure about it yet, so I'm just going to make the merch. The things that I've been sketching in my sketchbook have been some stuff that have been to do with the winter update. I am only planning to release one either sticker pack or sticker sheet, which I'm thinking about packs is going to be the better way, and one print, and also the sketchbooks, because the sketchbooks are going to be the main focus. I don't want to launch a lot of products and all my other products are still on my website anyway, so that's exciting. I just didn't want to bog myself down with trying to come up with designs when I wasn't inspired, and just to do things when I was inspired, which I was, and I did some sketchbook work which was really exciting, and I'm gonna transfer them onto my monitor and do those on my computer. I was going to do them on Procreate, but I think that it's just going to be better quality if I do them on Clip Studio Paint on my computer. And I think that's it, really, everything that I have to update you on. I've just been having a rare old time chilling out and doing some art. I did some 100-day project paintings as well, which was really fun and I really enjoyed that. What else did I do? I obviously spent time with Kaden and Matt, and that was good, and then not much else really. Hello, welcome to my trusty phone. My camera has ran out of battery, which is weird because I was charging it every time I used it, but I think I just put it next to the charger the last time I went to put it on charge. Anyway, it's probably it's a good thing that I have a complete finished one to show you of these diamond paintings, because I'm not sure how this video footage is gonna go, but I'm trying my best to do it. I'm about to start the thing. You've probably seen it a little bit because this video is gonna have to go out of order for me to make it decent for you to watch, but I'm gonna record a little bit on this phone just so that you can see it. I probably should pluck my chin. What is going on? One thing that I'm sad about, when I was moving all of my stuff around, oops, my umbrella light broke. The umbrella metal bit that holds it up snapped off, of my umbrella, so it doesn't work anymore, which is just perfectio, isn't it? Let's put you down for a second because I'm gonna go under here. Wow, that's bright. So I actually think I'm gonna have to maybe cut a little bit of cardboard or something and stick it in there, see if that works. If not, then I'm gonna have to just roll with the punches, pretend that it works. It's all right, the lighting is fine without it, but it does diffuse it a little bit and stops me from being blinded by the light. Anyway, let's get on with this painting diamond thing. Good morning, it's Friday today, and I know my videos have been a little bit weird recently. It's because of the holidays and stuff. I just kind of throw together what I can in that time, but next week they will be coming, we'll be going back to normal. So I'm really excited for that because I've got a lot to share with you. But right now it's Friday and this is the day of dirty hair, getting as much stuff done as possible in the littlest amount of time and just going for it. So I've decided to stop working on this for now. It's not finished. This is what I have so far with this. It's hard to tell what I've done and what I haven't, but yeah, a couple of things done there. I just need to stop doing this because I need to make some stickers and I also need to do some CC as per usual, and I also need to edit this vlog and just do a bunch of other stuff. So I just kind of want to put this down for now. I feel like I've been in a sort of bubble of just doing this and nothing else, which is something that I tend to do, is that I just can't put something down. Once I start it, I have to finish it and I can't work on anything else until I do. So this is difficult for me to put this away, but I need to because it's just madness. And I can't work on anything else on my desk because there's just these little packets lying everywhere. But I am really glad that I got this, and I think that you should definitely go and check them out if you are stressed, or if you just want something to take your mind off of things, or if you just want to plod away mindlessly on something and you like repetitive actions, then you would really enjoy this. And like I said, I'll put a link in the description for you to check that out. So yes, diamond painting stuff done. My eyes have started to water already. I know I've 100% got the wrong mascara. So yeah, I've got a coffee here. And a sandwich because I made it for Caden this morning thinking that he wouldn't be able to get anything to eat before he went to school, but he informed me that they do give him food at Breakfast Club, so that's good. There was a time where they wouldn't give them any food, especially stuff that needs cutlery and stuff like bowls and things because of coronavirus. But now apparently they get food, so that's good. And I just decided to eat the sandwich myself, even though sandwiches in the morning for me, not nice. But we're gonna have it anyway. I'm looking about my desk, I'm just like, this is such a mess, I need to tidy it up. I hate it. But at the same time, I just don't know what to do with all these little open packets. But to be honest, the open packets, I don't think I really need them anymore. Okay, I do, just in case I've missed some sort of thing. In case I've missed little individual numbers on the painting, because that does happen to me a lot. I get to a different colour because the way that I'm doing it is that I will pick a colour and I'll just do that colour all the way through until it's done, so that I don't have to mess around with opening packets and making sure I know where they are and stuff like that, and just opening hundreds of packets at the same time, because I don't have any little jars like what Bailey J has to put the little beads in to keep them safe. So I just like to use all of the colour first and then move on to another colour. But occasionally I'll be doing like number 3 and I'll find a number 9 and I'm like, oh, I didn't fill that in. So yeah, like the L's, I missed a whole bunch of L's at the top of this for some reason and some at the bottom. I'm going to get ready for the day basically, and hope that you enjoy that process, which is probably not going to be shown because there's a lot of admin stuff. But I'm really excited for next week. I have the sketchbook making stuff planned, I have more stickers to make, more illustrations to draw, just a general arty time next week, and I'm hoping that I get a lot of products made for the shop because my new shop launch date is the 14th, I believe, of November, so I'm really excited about that. I need to make at least 10 sketchbooks in the space of like 2.5 weeks, but never mind. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this stuff. You know what? I don't know. I think I could tape up all these little packets, just put a little bit of tape on them, and then just dump them in a corner of my desk or something, or a drawer or something, until I want to get back to it, because it's just annoying me that this desk is disgustingly messy. So I'm going to do that, and that is a tedious and annoying process that I'm not going to show you. So I hope that you enjoy me just chatting to you while I do this, because I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm feeling a lot more confident about where my art and where my channel is going right now. I noticed that when I'm talking to my arty friends on WhatsApp, I get annoyed really easily, and I tell them everything. So I sit down and I'm like, I don't feel like I like this about my art, I don't feel like I like this about my YouTube channel, and they are so lovely and always are there to reassure me and help me. But I just feel like a broken record at this point, and no one else seems to be either complaining about these problems, and they have them, or have these problems at all. So I'm just trying to be a little bit more positive about my art and my work and my shop. And if there's something that's bugging me, instead of talking about it, I'll fix it first and then talk about it, because I want to be completely transparent, share all this stuff with you, do everything I can to make sure I am showing you my honest, true artistic journey, but I don't want to bog you down with all this stuff, especially when sometimes the feeling is just fleeting and it will disappear. So if there's something that I need to work on, I should work on it, and then if I do feel like I do actually need to work on it and it's not just FOMO or me just overthinking things, then I can discuss it. But going, like for example, in one of the groups, or in my group yesterday, or the day before, I can't even remember when it was, but I said that I was maybe thinking about scrapping my characters Salad and Maple altogether and just doing them as human characters, because I just was sick of drawing mice characters. But then when I really thought about it, I was like, no, I really like my mouse characters. I just need to probably work on them a little bit harder and try and figure out how I really like to draw them. And I'm struggling right now with my style again, which is something that I always do, even though I know for a fact that I will be able to get a style that I like eventually, and I shouldn't really worry about it. I should just do what I like at the time, and then if that turns into my style, that's great. Whoops. Ah, no! I just poured all the 12s out of the bag. No. Oh. One example is that I'm really struggling between painterly, realistic styled landscapes and urban landscapes and drawings of buildings and stuff, like drawing from life, versus completely made up character illustrations with flat colouring and really bold graphical styles. So that's what I'm struggling with at the moment, but I will figure it out, and eventually I will get to a point where I'm like, oh, I like this style, or I like both of these styles. I don't have to just like one.
But I would like to find one that I enjoy the most. I just need to experiment basically, because I still don't know. I'm still quite early on in the whole illustration game, even though I've been doing it for, what is it, 6 years now, or is it 5? I keep saying it's 5, but it could be 6. Because you ain't gonna know what you like until you try it, right? And keep at it for a while. It is just really hard with this day and age where you've got everybody's posting things on social media, so you see a lot of stuff, and a lot of artists have a style already and they're posting to their Instagram feeds, and you're like, oh, I really like that, I really want that for myself, but then if it's not for you, no matter how much you want it, then there's no point in chasing it. So some things that have been going through my mind, as per usual. It's going to take me ages to do this, so I'll probably do it off camera for the most part. But I do miss you. You probably don't miss me, because I've been posting videos, at least, for the last couple of weeks, but I've not been recording, and I miss you. You could probably tell that my videos have been different for the last few weeks, because I've just been, like I said, throwing something together and hoping for the best at the moment. And obviously I haven't been showing my face on the camera that much either, because I've just been doing things and trying to get everything done and just showing you what I'm doing and talking about it. And now I'm back to talking and doing something that you can't see what I'm doing, but really you do not want to watch this. It's so tedious and annoying for me to do, so it's probably so tedious and annoying to watch. Is there anything else I need to update you on? No. I can't remember if I was talking about my personal life or not in this vlog, so I think I will just leave it. Oh yeah, yesterday, I will tell you, yesterday I decided not to vlog at all, because I was just working on this, trying to get as much of it done. So I did film some of it, but I filmed little bits, and you've probably already seen that. But I filmed little bits, and I was just trying to get loads of house things done, because unfortunately our oven caused an electrical fire sort of thing. Went out really quick, so it's fine, but it did melt some of the wires, so I had to phone up the council who owns the house and ask them to fix that. And then he came in and he fixed it, and then he informed us that our oven is completely broke, so I need to get a new oven. So I was making sure I was doing that, and then I was dealing with the doctors for Caden, because he has problems with his legs. He complains about them being sore all the time, so we're trying to figure out what's wrong with his legs. So I phoned the doctor, and she's going to refer him to a physiotherapist, but she's also going to, well, she has prescribed him anti-inflammatory painkillers basically, to kind of tide him over to see if that helps him while they get the appointment made. So then I had to go and pick up that prescription, and then I had to go to the shop to get some emergency microwave meals, because we don't have anything that we can cook that doesn't require a cooker or an oven or a hob. So there was a lot of just too much things for me to think about and vlog at the same time, so that is why I didn't vlog yesterday. Okay, finally I think we've got one more left to tape up, and then I think I will be able to put this away somewhere. I don't know what to do with the one that I've already done. What do I do with that? Well, I could hang it up somewhere. I don't have a frame for it though, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Give it as a gift. I don't think anybody that I know would like to hang this sort of thing on their wall, to be honest with you. Oh damn, there's another one. Sneaky other one. I'm feeling good today. I feel like the thing is though, I always feel good on a Friday, like really productive and really excited to work. And it's one of the days that I can't really work that much. And then obviously I have the whole weekend to wait until I can work again, so then the motivation goes away by the time Monday comes around. So annoying. But I'm trying to be more productive. I just basically need to get up. I haven't even took a drink of my coffee. I'm gonna go have a coffee. You can tell I've not been vlogging for a while because I've completely just forgot about everything that I said or have mentioned in the past, because I like to update you on things. So I wanted to kind of do a quick update on this situation. My desk, if you didn't see that, I'll link it in the iCards and in the description if I remember. But I rearranged my desk and I do like it, I really do. Even crawling under the desk is fine to get in here, but I've noticed that there's just there's some inconsistencies or some annoyances, I would say. Like if I want to print something, then I have to crawl under my desk, go to get the stuff to print with, come back through, put it on the desk, crawl under the desk again, pick it up, put it in the printer and print. Or if I want to take pictures with my background stuff, all of my background stuff is in the bedroom, so I've got to crawl under the desk and do all that stuff. So I actually think I'm either going to move the TV stand that I have with all of my packing supplies back through here, but put it under this desk, because this desk only has my printer and my silhouette on it, so I don't actually sit at the desk. I just, you know, turn around and pull something out from the printer, so that all of my stuff is here. And also another problem that I'm having is that if I want to paint or draw or do anything, all of my supplies are in the bedroom, so I have to again crawl under the desk and do all that stuff. So I think that it would be easier if I had all of the stuff in this area and figured out how to have it just nicely. I was going to clear out one of Caden's bookshelves. He has a bookshelf through in his bedroom that I could probably clear out and use for myself and have some supplies on that, but I think it's too tall to fit under my desk and I have nowhere else to put it unless I put it behind me. But that would really tighten up the space a little bit, and I have noticed that I tend to push my chair into that wall a lot, so I don't know. Obviously some kinks to work out and some things to experiment with, but the whole situation of having things on the desk everywhere is quite annoying, so I'm gonna have to do something about it. And then I obviously have that 4 cubicle thing which I know does fit under here, so I think I'll move both of those under my desk and have it, because even though I like that being separate and having a separate area to package, I just think it would be easier to have everything under here. And even though I hate having to bend down to package things, it is quite annoying, but because my desk is so accessible doing this, then I could just like turn around, go under here, grab something, bring it here to package, and that would be completely fine. So that's my thoughts on that. And now that I've said that, I kind of want to do it now, but I don't have time for that. I am still working on CC. I'm 8 minutes in and it's a 31-minute video, so I need to get cracking on that because it's due tomorrow. And obviously I need to edit this video as well, which is also due tomorrow. So I could maybe do it later, once I've finished every other task that I have to do today. But yes, a little adjustment needed. But otherwise, I do really like having my PC against the window so that the sun doesn't shine on my monitors, and I really like having my art desk facing out this way. I would prefer it to face the window, but because of the setup, this is how it is, and I do like having it out towards the room rather than towards the wall. and I haven't really played with this area as much because I haven't been printing or cutting much stickers, but I think I will like this. The last thing that I need to do is hang up, I think I might hang up that painting actually. My battery died, so I'm using my phone. I was saying hang up my other art prints and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that. But anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here because I've got a lot to do and I need to finish this vlog. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.